welcome to an episode of Modern Bach. Thank you for joining me today. So, the stats of the group stages. Which players and teams are tops on the stats boards? So I've taken already some of the stats out of the stats hub and all of the different sites I could find. But these are the big ones that I feel, especially a lot like some defending and attacking ones that I think are important to look at. I know, disclaimer, all of that stuff. New Zealand, England and France, and also if you've got Namibia, Canada and Italy, did not play all of their games. I get it. Unfortunately, what am I supposed to do? I'm going to bring it up anyway. Take it with a pinch of salt. I think it's still interesting to see how they all go. Please comment, share, subscribe and all those good things down below. Anything else you want to add? What is your opinions of these stats? Do they highlight anything interesting for you in this tournament? Let me know down below. So, first up, I want to go through tackles. This is an interesting one because Uruguay actually top it. I understand that obviously because they hardly had the ball for large parts of the tournament, I still think it's impressive the amount of successful tackles, and that's probably the reason they're one of the grittiest minnows in this tournament. They really showed and showcased a lot of beautiful rugby. Not only on defense, but on attack too when they had the ball. But 664 tackles is no joke in a tournament, and it just shows the passion of that team. Beautiful. USA coming up with 597. This is mainly because they never had the ball. I think they did play some good moments. To the Tonga game, they held off for a while, but not an impressive World Cup for them. But 597 is still a good figure, successful tackle rates, but I think that they still dropped a lot of tackles, and it could have been a much higher figure. Then Japan at 585, just showcasing the quality of that Japanese defense. I cannot understate the quality. They've had for a lot of their games 50-50 to more possession most of the games, so they haven't had the ball more than other teams, or not had the ball more than other teams. They've had pretty much the same, but have just been amazing at tackling a massive amount of successful tackles. So really impressive from the Japanese with 585, really good. Next up, clean breaks. I thought I'd go the opposite. New Zealand still top it, even though they missed the game with 71. Very impressive from them, just showcasing the cutting of that. Geordie Barrett, I think, leads it. I'll get to that. But what a performance from the from the New Zealanders when it comes to just cutting through the fences. They did it to South Africa. They did it. So I mean, it's not only the minute. They did beautiful breaks against South Africa too. Impressive. Taking second spot is South Africa at 63. Again, just some good breaks against New Zealand, and then some quality breaks against Canada and Namibia, giving them that point there. Fiji at 55, just showcasing. Yes, I know they lost to Uruguay. But what a tournament by them. Sema Radradra is probably the star of this tournament. I love that guy so much. He is a monster to watch. And it just continues. 55 clean breaks showcasing just how strong their runners are. If they get ball in space, or if you give them even a sniff of a hole, they will cut you to pieces. Very impressive performance. Taking the tries. So tries. South Africa takes first spot in tries scored so far with 27. Very impressive figure. With New Zealand at 23 and Australia at 20. Very interesting. This is showcasing just like how many tries, and it's definitely interesting how the Southern Hemisphere style coming to light here. Southern Hemisphere style of play is a lot about moving the ball, breaking through lines, getting the tries over points kicking, and it's definitely a Super Rugby style and staple, and we're seeing it here in this World Cup as they are topping this by far try-wise, and also in clean breaks. So it's just showcasing that different styles of play from the northern to southern, something that is still apparent. I'm not saying it's better or worse, I'm just saying that is the way the Southern Hemisphere plays. Even though some people feel South Africa does not play this open field play, they are definitely focused towards tries, and they do score a butt ton of them, as you can see. Next, points, the last one I want to just cover. South Africa take this, makes sense, with 185, just a good figure of tax, and a damn strong one. The Italy game helping a lot with that figure going up quite a bit, and that's really good to see. New Zealand are not able to put that game together to see how much they would have gotten to, but still interesting. New Zealand 157, and again Australia at 136. Just again, Southern Hemisphere teams love to score points. Sometimes their defenses falter for it, but it is interesting to see how that plays out. So, next I want to get up to team player stats. So, some of the top players of the tournament. Let's start with tackles again. TJ Oni takes this from Samoa with 67 tackles, just showcasing the quality of the Samoan side, and just him also, wow, really putting a strong performance, and the passion of the player is really good to see there. Lapis at 56. Lapis has really been a talisman for the Japanese side. It makes sense why they put him as captain for a bit. He is just solid, and he's always there. Him and Leach carry that team defensively, and it's beautiful to see. I hope that they continue that. But it also helps that he's played every game. A lot of your other teams, New Zealand, South Africa, are not going to feature high here. Your even Wales and that won't feature high here, as a lot of the players don't play every game because they can afford to swap some players out. Interestingly. Next up, Scott with Johnny Gray. Also a good performance, and it's sad to see them go. They had some great games. Unfortunately, Ireland and Japan just seeing them off before they could make further. Next up, I want to get into some runs. Semo Dorada, the run king. As I said, what a beautiful player in this tournament. He is just electrified every moment he's had the ball. Not only on attack, but on defense too. So beautiful to him. CJ Stunder, interestingly taking up second spot here. I was quite surprised by that with 58 runs. Just showcasing the quality of the player. I know some Irish don't like him. I've heard some bad comments about him, and some saying that he doesn't really play with the ball. But it seems like Ireland are definitely giving the ball to play with, because he has had 58 runs doing it. So very impressive. Then Himeno at 49 from Japan. Just, yeah. Go watch the Scotland game. You'll see what I mean. Wow. Damn. That guy, South Africa needs to watch on the wings for sure. Cool. Next up, clean breaks. Josh Adams in Wales takes the top spot here, as he does some other time too. Really just, what a player in this tournament. He's been electric for Wales, and he is just carrying that Welsh side attack-wise. He did it for them in Uruguay for a bunch of games, not Uruguay game, but he still is massive and huge when it comes to attacking, and continues to tally up some beautiful ones. Then Mashushima, another Japanese player, putting up some quality things and just showing how amazing their wings are. They have clinical, and the ability of the team to get those players into space, just again showing the danger of this team. Well done to Mashushima. And then interestingly enough, Warwick Gelant at number 11 has 11 there at third place, and he really had some good things. To be fair, against Namibia and Canada, so it is a little bit of an odd one, but still had some powerful runs and put a lot of players into space for tries. That does give him a lot of credit in this tournament. I hope to see him play more. Next up, tries. Josh Adams again takes top spot, showcasing that he doesn't only break, he gets the ball down. So well done. 5 tries. Mashushima also 5 tries. Very good. And then Montoya from Argentina taking number 4 tries so far. There is a little bit of a combination of players there, but yes, we can't have everything. So very impressive from those players, and Josh Adams, I hope he can continue to just showcase himself in this tournament and everything goes well. So Wales needs every top player on their side full and fit to go further. I think they are an exciting team to watch. Last up, I want to get into points with Tamura taking top spot here. Another Japanese player, just showcasing how Japan filters through the whole tournament. And coming up then with obviously Uruguay's Baricesi, and then also Elton Yankees come there with 48, 30 and 28 respectively. Just so that Elton Yankees had a couple of good games with a lot of tries, so you got to put points on there. Uruguay just showcasing again the quality of their attack, and also they used a lot of points kickers to keep themselves in the game, and credit to them for really just having a strong tactical game. But Tamura also playing every game helped, and quality kicks from him. He actually has the highest, but he actually hasn't had a great kicking rate. He's only gotten, I think, 72% success rate, so he needs to work on that. It could cost him points going later, but he has had so many opportunities that he's gotten himself up there heavily. The biggest question mark again here being that almost every major player in the Japanese side has played every game. Is that going to affect them going forward? Can they keep the wall going? Can they keep the clinical? At some point, the damn wall's got to break. But we'll see. At the moment, there's no signs of slowing down, so I don't think you can count on that as a South African. But yes, guys, those are the stats for the tournament. Those are the players that are topping the ranks at the moment. I will update this going through the tournament, but that is very interesting. What do you feel? Do you feel this is right? Do you feel this has any kind of insights in the tournament? Let me know down below. Comment, share, subscribe, all those good things. Thanks, guys.